New coach, but no excuses, Miami. Your schedule ranking and 2019 win projection right here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. All right, college football fans that love the sport and are hardcore, you've locked into the best in discussion, debate, and analysis from me, Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. Join our community over on Patreon. We will have more information regarding that very soon, but live streams, exclusive live streams, live chats, and viewer comment reaction from me on Patreon. So please sign up there at Mark Rogers TV and also lock it in right here. Like, comment, share the videos, and subscribe, of course, so you can get the notifications to know when we release new videos. Amazon link down in the description section. If you shop online at Amazon, you can do yourself a favor by building this channel to keep us going by using that link. It doesn't cost you a penny. Just use the link to do your regular Amazon shopping. All right, I've arrived at the 64th best, or the 6th worst, easiest schedule in Power 5 play. It belongs to Miami. Please check out the previous videos. Miami with the 12th most difficult or 3rd easiest schedule in the ACC, and this is why. All right, Miami. 7-6 last year, 4-4 in the ACC. Of course, a disappointment. Mark Richt stepping down in favor of Manny Diaz. All right, the huge showdown against Florida. Miami fans hate Florida. Florida hates Miami. They will play on a neutral field, and Miami fans don't complain. I know it's a neutral field. Yes, it is a neutral field. I know that more fans might have access from Gainesville to Orlando, on and on and on. It's a neutral field. Nobody's at home. Okay. August 24th. I love that because it's all by itself. And so I can focus on this one game as being the premier game of the weekend, as opposed to the following weekend when we've got 6 or 8, 10 really, really good games. Florida, Miami, marquee matchup in Orlando, August 24th. All right, then the next week, Miami. This is kind of a strange situation. They dive into ACC play rather quickly at North Carolina. Mac Brown and his Tar Heels will be waiting in Chapel Hill. That was a difficult game for the Canes last season, and actually for the last 2 seasons. All right, September 14th, Bethune-Cookman. That's usually on the schedule for Miami. Automatic win. Central Michigan out of the MAC. Miami's played a number of MAC teams recently. Toledo would be the most recent example. And then an open date. All right. Then comes the toughest stretch of football, not against great teams by any stretch. Potentially really good team at the end of this stretch, and a team that's an emerging power in the ACC, possibly under Bronco Mendenhall, but a 5-game stretch against teams that certainly have the capability of beating Miami, but Miami's better than all these teams, excluding the toss-up against Florida State. Virginia Tech at home, at Virginia. No, Virginia's at Miami, so of course the Canes lost in Charlottesville last year in one of the big disappointments of the season, but this year they play Virginia at home. That could be a very pivotal game in the Coastal Division. They've got Georgia Tech at home, so a 3-game home stretch. They can't blow any games here. You would think, although it's the Coastal Division, you could probably go 4-4 and be in the race to the end. 5-3 may win the division like it did last year. No, Pitt went 6-2 last year, surprisingly, in the ACC, but 5-3 could win it. It certainly has in the past. Virginia Tech, Virginia, Georgia Tech, 3 consecutive games at home, at Pitt, at Florida State. That's the most difficult stretch of the season for the Canes between October 5th and the first weekend of November. Virginia Tech, Virginia, Georgia Tech, at Pitt, at Florida State. Then they should be able to finish very strong. Louisville at home, bye week at FIU, their second most difficult non-conference game. So the non-conference stretch is pretty easy past Florida, one of the top projected 10 to 15 teams in the nation. At FIU, I believe that game's going to be played in Miami at the Marlins Stadium, November 23rd, and then at Duke. So if Miami needs wins and needs to kick it into gear to finish off the Coastal Division, they should be in good shape with Louisville and Duke as their final 2 non-conference games, although they, of course, lost to the Blue Devils at home this past season. But the stretch that's going to decide the division for Miami, Virginia Tech, Virginia, Georgia Tech, at Pitt, at Florida State, and we'll see how good the Noles are. I believe Florida State is the biggest wild card in the ACC, and I believe Miami is the second biggest wild card. They're the two programs that need to lift college football's worst conference right now. All right, so there's Miami. They've got the third easiest schedule in the ACC. So that's number 12 in the ACC. It's number 64 in college football among 70 Power 5 teams. Coming off 7-6, 4-4 in the ACC. Last season, I project Miami to finish 8-4, 5-3 in the ACC. My projection right here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. Lock it in. Share the video. Subscribe. Do all those good things that help build the channel and deliver the best content in college football. We'll see you next time.